Justin Chang, Chief Film Critic at Variety. I'm at the Pan-African Film Festival.
And of course, people look to you for, the right words or the wrong words or what's going on in the film industry. Can you just tell me about just basically your path to getting to this level in Variety magazine?
Sure. No, it's fine. I mean, I just, I love movies. I loved reading and writing about movies. So and I fell in love those three different loves I think I acquired at a very early age. This award I'm getting tonight is the Roger Ebert Award, and it's a huge honor to be getting something named after, the most influential film critic in America. And so...
I'm sorry, hold on 1 second.
No problem.
It's okay.
So, I read a lot of critics like Roger. I read, Kenneth Turan. I read Manohla Dargis. I read just some of the best critics working today are all just a huge inspiration to me. So to even be considered, to be even mentioned in the same breath is just it's something I don't deserve. So, but
I'm sure you're very deserving. You write about films, and how does that feel knowing that people are looking to you for guidance on these upcoming films?
It's a little scary, but it's gotten less scary. I think I have been doing this for about 9 years now, and so you get into a rhythm of this, and you want to keep on still that same sense of discovery and possibility of a really great film can knock you sideways. Writing for Variety, which is the #1 trade magazine, the longest running trade publication in Hollywood, the vaunted showbiz, the Bible of showbiz. People do look to us, and they look for, I think they look for idiosyncratic opinions sometimes, which we have a lot of, and but I think they also look to us for, trusted, fair-minded analysis of a film, and we try to give that while also being true to our own, because every critic is different, has their own, no one is pretending that this is an objective thing. It certainly is not. So, yeah.
So what have been some of the films that have really impacted you when you saw them, and you just felt the need to really write a great review about?
One that came to mind is The Tree of Life, which I mentioned too is one of Roger Ebert's favorite films. He put it, it only came out a few years ago, and he put it on his top 10 of all times list, his list of the top 10 films of all time, which is a huge, I don't know if I'd go that far, but maybe I would go that far. I think it's a fantastic movie. It's a very polarizing movie. I know friends who love it, friends who hate it, and it's just such a big, vast, all-encompassing statement about who we are and what our place is on the earth. When I read, I walked out of the movie and said, I don't know how I'm going to write about that, what I'm going to say, how I'm going to do it justice. It took me several hours, but I'm proud of that work. And it's when you get a film like that, though, as hard as it is, it's a real gift. So, yeah.
Well, this is the Pan-African Film Festival, and of course it's recognizing films from over 46 countries, so how important is it to recognize international filmmaking?
I think it's hugely, hugely important, and it's one of the great pleasures of going to film festivals, whether it's Cannes or whether it's in Los Angeles. It's certainly film festivals have become a showcase for a lot of Hollywood product, and that's great, and it's necessary, it serves its purpose. But I always look forward to seeing films, whether it's the new Ho Xiaoshen or Nuri Bilge Ceylan, the Turkish director. I'm sorry, it's just some of my favorites, and it's a more rarefied sphere for sure. It's not one that everyone can understand or relate to, but I think it's a hugely important purpose, and it's one that I certainly hope that there's talk that film festivals are have a harder time of it in terms of sustaining their programs and their programming, and just but I think it's a really important artistic service that they provide. So,
all right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.